I remember myself just a few days ago, I was going through a very sore shoulder, pity me, party. And then I was interacting with somebody, and I have no idea how it came up, but the interaction was on such a positive note. And I'm thinking, how does words, positive words coming out when I'm in pain? And there was such a big gap. I'm thinking, am I in pain or I'm not in pain? Or I'm just relating to the shoulder right now? Or I'm making the pain about me? Or am I the pain, right? So it was a whole conversation. But when something or someone showed up in front of me, my whole interaction was in completely different wave of being. And there were like almost two identities at the same time. But being present to that and being aware made me question how much am I relating to my shoulder pain? That's a very interesting way once you become present and identifying with all versions of yourself. Once you're aware of all the shifts that you're experiencing and familiarizing yourself as you're shifting from one identity to another identity and identifying with your identities, from that moment, now you can start building a whole new identity. Because now you know which identities are working for you, which identities are not working for you. Which one are you pleasing, which one you're comfortable in, which one you're evolving, which one you're stagnant. So in that identity shift that you're building on your own now, that's kind of already alchemy, that's already mastery, that's already conscious creation. But be very careful here because there's like a pivotal moment. I'm building my whole identity, my whole new identity because I'm running away from my old identity. That will collapse. It's like building soap bubbles. It will not hold. If you're doing it because you're running away from something, because you're ignoring something. If you learn the lesson, and also good question to yourself asking, so why am I holding on to this identity? Why am I still holding on to this way of being? That's where the more honest answers are coming in when you ask yourself, why am I still holding on to this old identity if it's not working for me? And then the question is, if I'm still holding on to the old identity that is not working for me, what are the benefits in it? What are the benefits from holding on to something that is not working for me? And this is a damn honest way of being. Now you can start really see who you are. It's never because so and so said so or done so. It's always because you're choosing it. You're choosing all the way of being for your own benefits. Maybe I don't need to start something new. Maybe the comfortable pain is much more secure and safe than the unknown future. Reason that we compensate ourselves to staying stuck in old places because of the fear of moving into the unknown. And if you know that you have fear of moving into unknown, start practicing small steps, moving into the unknown. It can be maybe just going to a different grocery store that you haven't went before, doing something that you haven't done before, small steps, taking the bus instead of the car, taking the car instead of the bus, visiting someone that you have not visited for a long time, changing the routine and taking small steps of change. Sleeping on the other side of the bed, using your non-dominant hand. You want to be daring, buy something that you never wear and wear it anyway. Small steps if you're afraid of the big change. You're training your nervous system to adjust to the change. You're training your nervous system for the transformation. Because if you come to yourself and say, change now, this is who I want to be now, everything's going to be stagnant. Really? I'm afraid I'm not ready. And that happens when life throws you into unexpected situation, right? Sometimes somebody had an accident and they wake up overnight with a whole different identity. Maybe the body's not moving the way it was before. It's a new identity. Somebody won $1 million overnight. It's a whole new identity. You wake up, you were broke before, now you're not. It's a whole new identity to embody. Overnight and fast, and there's a speed to that. And the nervous system will have hard time to adjust whether on extreme positive or on extreme negative. Unexpected pregnancy, unexpected miscarriage. Those are very fast changes that life throws to you. But if you're practicing rehabilitating yourself into the changes faster, when life happens, it's easier for you to move through them. Somebody passed unexpectedly. There's a whole new identity, especially if you were close with this person. How do I live without them? And they can be the whole nervous system want to hold on to the person, to the pain, just not to experience new identity without them. Who are you without them? That's including without the pain. And those are huge ones to experience. But why it's so hard? If we look at the beginning, right, our wonderful mothers, we want our children safe. We want the routine. We want to know exactly how they are and who they are and what's going to happen next. So we already programming the routine of being. If you're repeating the same thing, you're safe, and I know how you are, and you know where you are, and I know what's going to happen. And that's kind of a program that we adapt from birth. That safety mechanism of the change, right? I'd rather keep you beside me and safe than give you that freedom to experience the world and grow in it. So that fear of the change comes actually from that first programming of our parents keeping us safe and protected.